Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're at Owl Canyon Campground. It's not that far from Rainbow Basin, which is in Barstow, California. And we are going to go on an early morning hike. This area's got some real good hiking and is good for camping. There are campsites over there, as well as some over there that you guys can see. Our campsite was right here. It's got pretty good views. There's a couple of other really good areas for hiking that are more or less close by. They are Odessa and Mule Canyons. Two different canyons that have pretty good hiking. I've been to both and hiked both places. There's also the Black Mountain Wilderness, which also has pretty good hiking. And then there is Joshua Tree National Park. It's got some nice hiking. I haven't hiked too much in Joshua Tree National Park. But I've hiked this area many times here at Owl Canyon and at Rainbow Basin. It is actually the first time that I'm coming out this way, and I'm hiking this particular area. Normally, I hike back through those areas, because those are pretty good for hiking. Again, as I always say, never go off alone. At least try not to go off alone. But if you really can't find at least one other person to go hiking with you, at the very least, tell somebody where you are going and about what time you expect to be back. That way, if you injure yourself or you get lost or something, people have an idea of where to send help and where to start looking, and not just willy-nilly. Especially when you're injured, those few moments and few seconds can really make a difference. So, I'm a seasoned hiker. I hike quite often, and I know my way around, and I know survival skills, but even I can get harmed or lost out here. So, my boyfriend is back at camp trying to get ready to get out of here. even though it's only going on like 8 in the morning. But he knows that I did go off on a hike, and he knows that I came this direction. He also knows that I'm expecting to be back in probably about an hour or so. So, I have those bases covered. Again, even though I'm a seasoned hiker and I've done it many, many times before, I can even get myself into trouble. There are all kinds of things that can happen that you're not expecting. There's the sign for Owl Canyon Campground. On the other side, there's camping that has corrals for horses, so it's for horse camping or camping with your horse. So, this area is actually really, really nice. I enjoy coming out here, and it's actually pretty close to where I live. It's a little drive out, but not like to another city or something. This is still within the city of Barstow. This is actually a riverbed or washout this is really more of a washout than a riverbed. But as you can see, the rain travels through here when it does rain. It doesn't rain out here very often, being the desert, but when it does, it comes through here, and this turns into a river. Not a very deep one unless it's some severe rain. We are going to go over that way because I can't go any further. I don't want to go through those tunnels. So I'm going to come up here. Normally, it is not a bright idea to hike in a washout like that, but there are just absolutely no signs that it's going to rain anytime soon. So, you definitely don't want to drive your car or truck through there. The sand is a bit loose. We made it to a road. This is actually the road to get to the campground over there. So, as I've said, I really like this area. It's peaceful for the most part. Usually pretty quiet. This is Labor Day. Sorry about that. It's a Labor Day weekend, so we have a bunch of campers, and there was a bunch of music at like 1 in the morning. But normally this area is pretty quiet. There's usually not a whole lot of noise. It's usually pretty peaceful. Not very many people are out in this area. They usually come out here during, holiday weekends like Memorial Day weekend, or like this weekend, and it is Labor Day weekend. So, more and more people are figuring out about Rainbow Basin, which is just up there. More and more people are finding out about that, which means more and more people are coming out this way. Hopefully, whatever trash they bring in, they are also taking it out. If you guys go hiking or camping or something, whatever trash you bring out into a wooded or the beach or a desert area like this, a natural area, whatever trash you guys take in, make sure you take it out or throw it away in designated spots. That way other people can come and enjoy the natural beauty of the area without having to see trash everywhere. Again, I've gone back through where those hills are at. Won't be able to do much of that today because I'm going to be leaving here probably in about an hour or two. So we won't be able to go in the back of the canyons back there where the really good hiking is at. But maybe some other time this year I can take you guys back there. The weather is starting to cool down with winter coming. I personally do not like hiking in 115-degree weather. It just gets a bit too hot for that. So I try to hike during the times that it's not going to be really hot like that. During the fall, during the winter. Spring is another good time. Out here in the desert, the spring is actually pretty nice because everything's blooming. The summertime, the desert isn't really very pretty, just because nothing's blooming, but it does have some really good views. This rock formation we're coming up on is actually part of the Rainbow Basin area. That rock formation up there. Rainbow Basin is a place that you can drive your car or vehicle through. And then you can also do hiking in that area. I've done some videos at Rainbow Basin with hiking. I've hiked pretty much back in that area, back through there. I haven't really done hiking in this area much. So, one of these days I'll have to come out here and go through that area over there and see what I can find back there and what kind of trails are back there. Another reason why I'm not going to go too far out is my shoes are not exactly the type you want for hiking. I do have some hiking boots, but I wasn't planning on doing any hiking, so I didn't bring them. As you can see, the campground has quite a bit of people in it this weekend, and I really believe that that's more of because of Labor Day weekend. Usually there's not very many people here. So we do have running water out here, but This particular one, I believe, is the one the water runs pretty slow. Well, maybe not. There is one that is in the campground area somewhere that the water runs kind of slow. And of course, sadly, people disrespect places like this and break stuff so that nobody else can enjoy it. So, there is that issue as well. These are the main roads for the campground that we're on. I'm going to try and get back through here at least a little bit. Back through this area so you guys can see that area. I'm not sure how far back in there I'm going to be able to go. My boyfriend came out here earlier and found a nice canyon area to go hiking in and said that it just went on and on and on and on, and he eventually had to just turn around and go back the other way. Maybe this year during the winter or the fall, we can come out here and go hiking through that area. Looks like we're gonna have to go this way to get over back through there. So, as always, in hiking, if you happen to come up on a wild animal, sure, observe it from a safe distance, get pictures, videos from a safe distance, but don't try to feed it, don't try to touch it. A lot of wild animals out in this area can be pretty dangerous, actually. And the other issue is that the desert tortoises that are out here are federally protected, and you can face a serious fine and or some jail time if you mess with them or harass them. So if you happen to be hiking and you walk up on a desert tortoise, sure, take your pictures, take your videos, observe the animal from a safe distance, but don't try to feed it, don't try to give it water. Just, leave it alone unless it's in a life-threatening situation, like it's flipped over on its back or shell or something. So, during the day, desert tortoises are part of what you'll see. Another good rule for hiking, and it seems pretty obvious, but you'd be surprised how many times people actually do it. So another good rule in hiking is not to put your hands, fingers, toes, feet into a hole or a crevice that you can't see into. And this is because there could be an animal like a rattlesnake or something in that hole, and you will end up getting nailed. So if you can't see into it like in there, don't stick your fingers or your hands or feet or toes into the crevices, because you just don't know what's in that crevice or that hole. This actually looks like the canyon my boyfriend sent a video of. Although, I don't think this is the one, because he said it goes on and on and on and on, and just doesn't end. And it looks like it ends right up there. I'm not gonna go up in there. Just wanted to get you guys back here a bit so you can see the beauty and the rock formations. So, well, that's the video. Again, during the upcoming winter, I can do more hiking videos out here. If you guys are wanting to see Odessa and Mule Canyons, you can go ahead and comment that down below in the comment section, and I'll see what I can do about getting out to those areas to do a hiking video. Shouldn't be that difficult to do. So, there's also Elephant Mountain. That can be tricky to do hiking in, simply because to get to it, you have to go onto private property. And as you guys know, when it comes to private property, I either steer clear of it or I make sure I have the proper permission to be on it. That way I don't get into any legal trouble. So, Elephant Mountain is in the area, but it can be a little tricky to get out to hike, since it's on private property. Well, the entrance to it anyway, for hiking. I've never been able to get to the top of Elephant Mountain. I've been able to hike a bit up, but I have never really gotten to the top of the mountain. So, maybe one day I'll be able to do that. So, that's it for today. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you want to see Odessa and or Mule Canyon. See, these are the rock crevices I was talking about. You don't want to put your fingers or your toes in through there, because you don't know how far back it goes, and you don't know what could be hiding in those crevices. So, but as always, remember to like and subscribe, share the video with your friends, and we will see you next time. Gotta fly.